Hello and welcome to Roll to One. I am Jaden Arnold, your keeper for this tonight's game. We're playing Monster of the Week. We've been playing it for several weeks, so if you have no idea what's going on, please go and watch those. They're only an hour apiece. Without further ado, let's get ready for tonight's episode of Whispers of Old Harbor. Our crew of, we'll call them monster hunters, as they are now in a cabin in the woods. You had been sent by Thaddeus Morose and the strange, enigmatic man who was speaking to all of you from potentially different timelines, different locations, and all of the madness that ensued. You've been told that the centennial, whatever that means, is coming up in a week. We've alluded to the possibility that it could be the end of the world as we know it. But anyway, his first clue was to follow your whims. Of course, that wasn't enough to satisfy you curious adventurers, and you were sent to a cabin. This cabin is being monitored in a way by the park ranger and his dog, Lori. The two of them are looking for Ezekiel Collier, a man who has gone missing, a fisherman who had been fishing over by the river in his place of residence. As you got to that place of residence, you waited and explored, used some magic, and found out that the best order of business would be to, as we decided, wait and see what happened when nightfall came. So as we wait for the sun to set, and you are all now sitting around the house, you can do some more investigating before... You can do some more investigating before that, but I guess what do you do as you now all kind of wander around with, in this day and age, there would be no cell phone to entertain yourself with the TikTok. So you are now just doing what you do. So what is it that you do as you wait?
So it is evening time, correct?
We'll call it sunset.
Sunset, okay. Since we decided that we are going to stay in the cabin, I am going to kind of get look around for food and water and start the stove, because I assume it's a wood-burning stove, correct?
Yeah, you do look around. You do find a wood-burning stove. You find the basic essentials. You find cans. You find some other things, but mainly just non-perishables.
Gotcha. So I will go ahead and just start making probably coffee. I assume he has coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I will make coffee because we've been out here for several hours. We're probably going to have to stay awake for a while, and I'm tired.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything while they wait for dusk?
There's furniture in here, right?
Yes, I'll give you another brief description of the room. So if you remember, when you walk in the front door, immediately to your right is a fireplace. Up above that is a picture frame, and and a shotgun on the mantle.
Is there still a shotgun? I thought it was empty.
No, there's not, but it would have been a shotgun on the mantle, which you discovered that based on your mirror exercise.
Yep.
To the left, you would have seen a sofa facing that space and a chair against the far wall. You would have seen, again, to the left, a large dining table beyond the sofa, and beyond that, the kitchen that allows for a window to be seeing, I guess, both sides of the space. There would have been a window to the left of that, which now we're facing the kitchen area. That leads down to the docks, and like a sort of small dock area that had a few fishing poles, some snapped, some not, and a kind of a pathway that heads back that direction. You also see a shattered window against the far wall, nearest to the right side of this house if we're facing the kitchen. So that is what you see. Harry Henderson has gone through the cupboards and has discovered the coffee and all these things in the kitchen area. So yes, there is furniture to be seated and other things. Why?
Just was curious. Probably gonna kick back and relax and wait.
So do you sit yourself in the seat or do you sit yourself on the
couch.
sofa? Okay. Are you long ways or upright?
Long ways.
Okay. The entire sofa is being taken.
What a jerk. But that is Sammy.
Charlie would probably be in the kitchen area, just kind of taking note of everything that's happened so far, trying to come up with some idea of what this could be from previous experience and his knowledge of these kind of weird occurrences.
All right, go ahead, because you are now investigating a mystery.
Mm-hmm.
Do that for me, please.
Okay. That would be an 8.
All right, on an 8, you get to hold 1. You can ask me one of the following questions. Of course, keep in mind you also have the fancy ways of asking other questions, but in this case, you are indeed looking at the monster thing. So I would probably ask, what sort of creature is it? Which is what you what you asked.
That's what I said I was doing. So yeah, what kind of creature is it?
Yeah. So you would. I'll ask you a question in return.
Okay.
Do you have a knowledge of the occult that would lead you to potentially eldritch entities, or do you find yourself more? Do you have a knowledge base that would allow me to give you straight up information, or do you think I should flavor it for basic knowledge?
I would say Charlie's experience is probably more of the spiritualist side of the occult that was popular during that time.
Mm-hmm.
Fringing on Eldritch, so he has vague ideas, but he doesn't have extensive knowledge of it.
All right, so your hunch
Yes.
that you would have as a reporter leads you to estimate that it is a shadow-based entity. Now, to what degree that shadow-based entity lies within your purview, it remains to be seen. However, you would understand that to combat such an entity may require something more profound than just a, than just a weapon.
Yep. And with that kind of knowledge,
It's also it also potentially could be aquatic in nature. That's something else that you guys remember from having a conversation going back down to the dock. There'd been some fishing lines that are missing, and also some sort of a footprint that would lead you to believe the creature is involved in some way in the water. So shadow, water,
Yep.
Pokemon.
That'd be dark water or ghost water.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, the dark and whatever.
I kind of convey that idea to the group, and I'm like, so with this kind of entity, like looking over specifically at Sammy, shooting it isn't really gonna do much. It'll probably temporarily phase it, but it's not gonna do much.
What do you mean, entity?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Like it's just like a bear or something.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, bear, probably not coyote. It looks to be too big for a coyote
Or a person.
Yeah.
Some deranged.
Yeah.
Not. I point over to the size of the hole in the wall where the thing had jumped in. And
Well,
left
so you guys
earlier.
had determined that the thing came because remember you looked through. This has been a month.
Yeah.
We record once a month. Here we are. We basically, if you remember, you looked through your. I think it was your obsidian reflective.
A mirror.
Oh, your
It's a
mirror.
regular
You have a
mirror.
hand
Yep.
mirror.
Yep.
So you looked through the hand mirror and had determined the thing that was playing on a loop. He had looked towards the doorway,
Okay.
and so he had looked to. He's sitting on the couch that Sammy now lie.
Yeah.
He looked to the right several times, and something had shocked him. So whatever it was might have come through the door.
Okay.
The hole in the side window you had determined to be somebody who had fled from the inside.
Oh, okay.
Were Sammy and I in the cabin when that happened? I think
No,
we
you
were.
guys
Okay.
were down
No,
at
Oh, Yeah,
but
we were
I-
down
I
at the dock.
was, though.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought. Just wanted to make
Yeah.
sure.
I'm like, and Charlie just says, the look on this Zeke fellow's face when he saw this creature was definitely something not. He lives out here. He's seen bears and coyotes and different things like that. And this is not something that he's seen before.
What do you mean the look on his face? Have you
Yeah.
seen him?
Yeah. Did you? Were you here? Like, what are you talking about?
I grab the stuff back out of my case and set them down in front of me, and I point at him and I go, I used this to see a snippet of what happened on the night that he
used magic to
Yeah.
observe another place or time, if you remember.
Yep. Well, they don't
Showing
know
us.
that.
No,
so
I know.
Yeah,
I'm telling you
Yeah.
for it's been a
Yeah.
week in audience time. It's been a month
Yeah.
for us. So Or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What are you talking about?
He used the mirror.
I use the mirror too.
You use a mirror to look at
Look at yourself.
yourself or
Like-
around
No.
corners
No.
This
or
is different.
this.
Prove it. Do it.
Can I do it again?
You
Or-
may use magic. Is anybody helping him out, or is it just a use magic
I'll
roll for him?
help
so I
So how are you
helping him
helping?
out.
This is real.
I'll
It's
help
not real.
by explaining why I saw it with my own eyes. I was there with him when he told me exactly what.
So I guess let me ask
got-
you this, Catherine.
Yeah.
Would you like to? Would you like to manipulate someone, another hunter perhaps, into believing in this magic?
Sure.
All right. So which of these two are you attempting to manipulate into believing your
I
story?
feel like he's too far, like not, like too far not. He's too far
Well, that's fair. That's a fair.
Yeah,
that's
no, that's exactly what I would recommend. I would not
So
recommend me.
I'll pick Sammy.
Okay, so Sammy, she's gonna roll. You need to roll to manipulate someone, which I believe you can use your sharp because of your expertise.
My sharp or charm?
Well, so I think you have an ability, I believe, that lets you roll plus sharp when manipulating someone.
Mine does not.
It should be on your sheet. You filled in one of the dots. I think it says. No. Look at the little abilities you have in the middle of your sheet. Look at the down. Go down.
Oh yes, you're
Yeah,
right.
because of
You're right.
her expertise in psychology, she uses her mind when manipulating someone.
So that is a 10.
That is a 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so on a 10 plus, they do what you ask and they mark experience and get a +1 forward if they do what you ask. So basically you're saying, come on, believe in this magic. And so if you do that, you get to mark experience and get a +1 forward. You can also choose to not, which would just for roleplay purposes.
I get
But
you.
but she attempts to convince you of the psychology and why it would make total sense, and you are to do with that what you will.
And you saw it with your eyes.
I saw it with my own eyes.
As this is going on.
Yes,
I
now you may
set-
use
I
magic.
set
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
up and
yeah,
I
yeah.
tell them to stand behind me so that way they can look into the mirror as well. 5 plus 2, that would be a 10.
5 plus 2?
8 plus.
5,
Sorry, I was like, wow.
You did
So-
say 5 plus 2.
I do know the maths.
Are
we
you
are college educated, I
Are
swear.
you attempting? Now, this is your choice. Are you attempting to observe another place or time, or would you like to do something else?
I'm going to believe, by the way.
Hey, so you mark experience and gain a +1 forward, meaning whenever you interact with the situation as it pertains to believing in magic, you gain a +1 to that roll. Yeah, which will resolve later after this little mini session here.
Okay, so one of the things is do one thing that is beyond human limitations.
Okay.
I would like to, instead of the setup for looking into the past, I would like to get out a I'd like to get out a.
So you did draw the mirror. That was what I believe you were trying to convince them of. If you,
Yes, so it'd be the same thing. Look at another place in time. It'd be the same thing I had done before.
But you want to see something else?
What
place or time? Because you looked into the past before. Would you like to
Yes.
look into something else?
I would like to look. You know what? To convince them, I would like to look into Sammy's apartment through the mirror because it says look at another place or
Oh,
time.
interesting.
Yeah. So.
So that way it's somewhere that's not even in the room.
All right.
Reflected in the mirror.
So you look in the mirror, and mirrors have this strange quality where many people believe them to be portals to other worlds and portals to other things. But there is a very large circle mirror that we had seen a particularly dashing woman getting ready in our several episodes ago. And Sammy, you recognize this room, but maybe not from the perspective, and because you're seeing through the mirror into the mirror, and you see Lilith. She's holding up her thing and looking, and she's got a little thing with
Spinach.
and she gets it out, and she goes, "Man, that's been bugging me all day." You read her lips in that moment. You don't hear it, but you see that. And then as she kind of turns around or like pulls away, it's about to be rated R, so you just kind of like casually close the mirror.
Yeah, I just put the mirror down.
And in that moment you see into another place.
All of you do.
Yes, all of you
Yep.
have witnessed that thing.
What the heck? What did I just see?
You saw Sammy's apartment. Or, I assume, wherever it is you're living at.
Yeah, Harry's just gonna kind of be shocked. He's like, he doesn't know. His logical mind is trying to explain it, but he doesn't know how to at the moment.
Sure.
So
And
that was
only what I did earlier was I looked into what had happened in this room in the past. And unfortunately, I didn't get a full, play-by-play of what happened, but I got a little snippet.
Yeah, you
of,
recognized that you could have, but you saw some sort of interference when the
Yeah.
door was about to open.
something cut it off. Normally, the image lasts, let's say, a minute or two, but this time it only lasted about 30 seconds, and then it just cut back and played over and over again.
I don't not believe you, but I don't know what's going on. Today has just been full of crazy things. For the sake of things, I'm just going to go along with what you said right now, and we'll figure this out later. So you said that you saw Mr. Collier in this mirror. What else did you see?
It was. He had a dog too, didn't he? It was him. And
No,
the dog in
no,
the-
no.
it's
We
not-
have Lori.
Oh yeah, we have Lori.
Laura's
Yep,
just laying
yep.
on the carpet.
Like a
He
good
was-
hound.
Yep. He was just sitting on his sofa over there, and he kept looking over towards the right, which would have been towards the door, and all of a sudden, at one point, his face just expressed terror, and then it went back to him just relaxing on the couch, and it just kept playing that over and over.
Okay. So go. No,
I mean,
go
if that's real, which I'm inclined to believe, after
Catherine, you're
Catherine
beginning to light candles as the sun is set.
and that, because that was, yeah.
that was something.
I mean, are we just waiting it out? Like, what kind of? And you said that bullets won't hurt it. Like, are we gonna be even able to touch this thing?
Well, I mean, we'll be able to touch it because it came into the house, I would assume, but
Because I'm all for trying to take it down, but if I can't shoot it and I can't punch it and I can't grab it, I'm really not good for a lot.
I
Ain't that the truth?
could.
Well, in this circumstance, Harold,
It's Harrison. Thank you.
whatever.
Well, if we're able to lure it here, I could potentially trap it.
With what? If it's not.
There's different ways of trapping things than just iron and rope.
Harry,
Yes.
roll to act under pressure.
I don't like that. No.
Now, no, sorry. Read a bad situation. That's
Oh.
my bad.
Okay.
Read a bad situation.
It's like, what?
That's really what I meant.
So you read a bad situation. That's plus sharp.
Yep.
Okay. So 10.
Your detective senses tingle, and you no, seriously though.
Yeah. No,
There's-
I know.
There's a moment of conversation, and you hear kind of the outside
Something.
like normal stuff,
Right.
like the leaves brush, and you hear the river stream, and then he's like, I could trap it, and then silence on the outside world.
Yeah. He's like, hey guys, just wait a sec.
Now what'd you roll?
10.
So you do have 3 questions.
Right. So let's see. That was really bad situation, right?
Yep.
Um,
Remember, every time you fail, you get experience.
Right, right,
So
right.
it's
No,
like,
no,
you
no,
guys
right.
are just rolling amazingly.
no, I know. I'm just making sure I was doing the right thing.
You're good.
What are any dangers that we haven't noticed?
All right. Our dangers that you haven't noticed is that there's still an open window. So
Okay.
that's potentially an entry point.
Right. Okay.
Nobody's locked the door. It's another potential danger.
Right.
But these are obviously like, dangers in the idea sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to give you a true danger
Okay.
for your understanding.
Mm-hmm.
A danger that you haven't noticed is that there's not enough light in this room to fill every point in this room with light.
Gotcha. Okay. So I'm just looking at the other questions. Let's see.
Yeah, that was your answer there.
Right.
I was just being dramatic. But
No,
yeah, that's
no. That's a good one. And I also answered a couple other potential questions.
Sure,
Best
sure.
way in, best way out, etc. Dangers we haven't noticed. What's the biggest threat? Is obviously the creature. I would assume it's the creature.
You can also hold them. You don't have to use them yet.
Yeah, I will hold them for the moment. It's like, hey guys.
Remember, you also, if you act on that answer, you get a +1 ongoing.
Right. No. Yeah. No. I'm planning on doing this. Like, hey guys. Wait. Charlie, you said this is a shadow monster, right?
From
Oh,
my,
yeah. Your guess is that's a shadow
from,
monster.
From my understanding of this situation, that seems plausible. That and like where you guys saw that it went to the water, I could see it potentially being water-based as well.
Right. I don't care about the water right now, but I just realized it's kind of getting dark, and this room is also dark. I mean, we have the wood-burning stove where I'm making the coffee.
Yes, the wood-burning
But-
stove is illuminated. I'll just give
Yeah,
for the sake
yeah,
of this.
yeah,
entertainment,
yeah.
So as you're describing to him, you're making note. This is great.
Right, yeah.
You're making note of the places that are illuminated in this room.
Uh-huh.
Now, nobody's lit the fireplace.
Right.
Nobody's done those things, but there is a single candle on the stand by the doorway. So the doorway is illuminated with light,
Which Taylor...
with Catherine has
yeah,
put in place.
yeah.
You also have the wood-burning stove that is illuminating the majority of the kitchen.
Right.
There are 2 more candles. One of them you've placed on the sill by the window, covering that entrance.
The open window?
Yes.
Okay.
And then you've put one on the coffee table in front of the sofa, illuminating some of that space.
Right.
Everything else in the middle of those areas
Dark.
is dark.
Okay.
Nearly pitch black dark.
Gotcha. Okay. It's getting pretty dark in here. If this is some sort of shadow monster, which I'm still not convinced of, it logically makes sense that it would do well in the shadows. We either need to find a way to better defend ourselves by barricading the door.
Keep in mind,
yeah.
these candles are mobile if you like to pick them
Yeah,
up and
yeah.
use them. And then also,
Right.
I'm pretty sure that some of you may have ways of illuminating stuff as well. But
Question.
Yeah.
You talk about a shadow monster. Is that shadow as in when something blocks light or just the absence of light? Because like if it's nighttime, are we in entire shadow or is it just dark and because there's no light there can be no shadow?
Is there a difference?
But that's my question. I don't know.
I don't know exactly what the limitations of the shadow would
Alright.
be for
Alright.
this
Alright.
situation.
Well,
Well, let's see if I have anything that can.
Well, let's barricade the door. Sammy, can you help me move the couch? Because if it can get through a locked door, from what Charlie said happened with Mr. Collier.
Do we know it was locked?
Okay, well, good question. Is there even a lock on the door? It doesn't matter. Let's move the couch in. That way, it at least has to move an additional couch weight.
so you
So
move,
lock on
you
the
get
door?
together. You both push over the sofa. There's not a traditional lock, but there is a latch that you can close. That you can close from the inside. So there's not like
Let's do that.
Yeah.
It's there's not enough valuables here that somebody would like come in and take everything. It's also
Right.
the 20s, so it's like it's not trying to be like nobody's. The
Right.
thievery was a little different back in the day.
Right.
So they just there's a latch when you close from the inside in case you're worried about creatures and things, but otherwise it's open to the elements for most people to access during the day. You guys accessed it, and the
Yeah.
thing was broken. I think I might have even mentioned that the lock was broken.
Yeah, I think- yeah, that sounds
but
right.
like regardless the situation now, there's only one way to close the door that
Got it.
way. So
Gotcha.
you have barred the door,
Gotcha.
All right, and let's
providing now one exit.
Yep.
The hole.
I'll say.
Yep.
I'll say with my. It says I have ghost hunting tools. I'll say I have 2 mirrors.
You can have whatever you can role play.
Okay. Well, I'm just wanting to be like, I'm not going to pull out an emporium of mirrors out of a
Well,
briefcase.
I imagine that you may
Yeah.
have like if you're familiar with like lock picking tools when you like roll out
Yeah.
a spread. I would imagine that you have a similar assortment of baubles and knickknacks.
Oh, yeah.
That you
Yeah.
like open up and it's like, why do you have the hair of a why do you have silver hair from a dead woman? Why do you
Yeah.
have that? Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, you
Yeah,
could
yeah,
pull out
yeah,
those
yeah,
kinds
yeah.
of things.
you
if
have
you want.
gadgets.
So why do you have a silver hair of a dead woman?
that was the voice of someone else. That wasn't me.
All right. How many candles we got total?
3.
3.
Total?
Were there any more, Catherine?
Can we
Can I look for more?
Can we look? Can I help look?
I've just
Well-
just for fun, you have all the candles you're gonna have.
Okay.
Okay.
3.
Okay.
There are
Yep.
3 and 4 of you.
Okay.
Plus the stove.
Plus
yeah.
Plus the
Well,
stove, which
and
is
now-
burning
Right.
in the kitchen. So
The
the kitchen
fireplace-
is
the
a
fireplace is-
permanently
Right.
affixed.
Fireplace is not.
The fireplace is not on.
I think we should.
Is there wood outside for us to be able to?
Well, you just barred the door, so you're welcome to
Well,
check.
somebody go through the hole.
I'll do it.
I say someone younger.
Are you really?
No. But do I need to? Do we need to try to find
Well,
wood?
is the wood inside the cabin?
The wood burning stove has enough wood to burn effectively. You
Good.
will not be able to get the fireplace going.
Okay.
At all? So I don't even try.
No, I'm just saying you
No,
could
yeah,
do
yeah,
that,
yeah.
but you would lose a fire. You could
Yeah.
move the
We
fire.
would need to go
but
get
you-
more.
No,
wood.
you need to go get more, but you could take the fire from the wood burning stove and ignite the fireplace, effectively losing the wood burning stove. So you can choose where your
One or
main
the-
point of fire is.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want it in the kitchen, nearest, closest to the window, or do you want it to be the living room, nearest to the barred door?
And the hole in the wall. Oh no, the hole in the wall is in the kitchen.
Okay.
It's near
Yeah.
the kitchen. It's
Yeah,
it's
okay.
next to the dining room table,
yeah, yeah.
which is in the middle, which is now engrossed in darkness.
Yeah.
So, one place in and out. Right?
Yeah,
Do
theoretically.
you think could a shadow monster enter the light at all?
I would assume not. If it does, I would say it probably gets weaker. I wouldn't say
If we
that.
light the half of the room that is away from the window, then we know where it can come in and we can be ready for it. That way, and then when it's in there, we can move in on it with the light.
Like with our candles?
I don't know.
Okay.
Right? Like if we
Yeah.
light, no, this is just if we don't want to leave this house.
Uh-huh.
If we light the fireplace, will the fireplace light the entire room?
Just the living room.
That's what I mean, just the living room.
Yeah.
He's drawing it for us.
Yeah. No, I got
For
that.
all of you that can't see what he's doing.
No, I'm gonna put it in the middle. Everybody
yeah.
will see it.
Well,
Because like my thing is, if we can light the larger section, like what
well,
output of light will light the most space?
the fireplace was on
in the
in the replay.
yeah.
So did it
But
really help?
but it was also during the day.
Wasn't it was at night.
No.
Oh,
in the
it was at
evening.
night?
Yes.
But was
Oh,
the but
okay.
was the door lit?
Yeah, it was.
The
The
door-
fireplace was lit.
Well,
As we're having this discussion, you see Charlie going around with these like little shaving mirrors, and he's putting them behind the candles, so that way it projects the light out towards the room instead of towards the wall.
Okay.
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 Just for like, I'll say for all 3 candles, and then you see out of the side of his like briefcase, he pulls out a humongous flashlight as well.
Oh,
Okay.
great.
That makes sense. Yeah. I believe it. Yeah. No.
Guns.
Wait, so the third. So I had a candle on the coffee. This is my bad. I had a candle on the coffee table. I had a candle by the
Door.
and then
Candle by
I
the window.
candle by the window. Great. This is
Right.
what I thought. Okay, great.
Candle by the window sounds like the name of a song.
It's definitely a band name.
Oh yeah.
candle by the
You see what I'm
window.
saying?
Yeah,
It
yeah, yeah,
feels
yeah,
like
yeah, totally.
Like some ballad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to distract myself from the terrific.
Coming next on
horrifying-
Whispers of Old Harbor, the music video for
episode. We're gonna
Candle by the
We're
Window.
gonna try it. We're gonna try
Okay.
it. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. Oh, come on. There we go. It's very poor, and also
It's
it's
very
like
small.
staggering as hell.
Oh, this is a cabin in the middle of the woods. It's not supposed to
Let
be
me
big.
try. Let me try this fun thing. Is mine just frozen?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, well,
Anyway.
for you guys,
Maybe not. We can just, I'm gonna steal it from you guys real quick. Study it real quick.
that's frozen, but that would hopefully help a little bit.
That is different. Where's the said door?
The door is the thing you guys blocked with the sofa.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Remember, you walk in immediately. I described that room.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I was.
This is clearly not his place of residence. It's a place that he attends to like
Right.
fish.
Yeah. It's literally a hunting lodge.
Yes.
Something we all wish we had.
And I know you just drew this, and I'm not critiquing you. I'm just looking at what you drew, saying that that's what happened. I think we should turn the couch
Sure.
it's
so that's
long
like
ways.
this,
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
so
Yep.
that the light doesn't have to bounce around anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if the couch is like this,
Yeah.
So the two.
how much do the candles light? If I were to like draw a radii.
I mean, it's not like there's not like a D&D-ified
Yeah.
thing, and the rules of this game are intended to be more loosey-goosey. So play with it like a story rather than like a
Right.
game.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fair.
So how much the
Okay.
Because I'm
So-
trying to
It-
line up
It
the
lights. I
edges.
mean, when you light a match in a very dark space, and there's no other light, how much light does that really project?
Yeah.
Right. It's
Oh, are we
not
going
a
by
whole.
lumens now?
It's not a whole lot.
So with that setup.
And as
right
your eyes
there-
adjust, the room gets brighter and brighter, but it's still incredibly dark.
So
I
with
think
that
we have to light.
with that current setup right there, I'm only going to put a mirror behind the candle that's up by the door and project the light into the room because the other ones are in the middle. And if I put up a mirror anywhere, it's going to block the
Block
light.
that
from
part.
a
I think we
direction.
have to light the fireplace.
I think so too. I think somebody's got to go get wood.
All right.
Do
Or,
we-
No,
or you can sacrifice the wood burning stove that's
Let's-
pointed now towards the.
Yeah.
However,
Pointed now
I
towards the
still
kitchen.
think that's smart though.
We could
to
always
keep
put the
it-
we could always put the candle right next to the window
That's
and
true.
light up the fireplace because the fireplace
We'll have
Okay.
more
because
effect.
we can move the candle
There
off
are-
the coffee table.
There are 3 windows in this space. There's one that
Right.
points to the one that points towards the outside, closest to the door side. There's one that points to the far side that you could have potentially seen, which is also where you kind of notice some tracks
Yep.
next to the kitchen. And then there's the one that's across from the dining table. So basically, there's a series of double windows that point straight through the house. But the one on the far end, next to the table, which would have been to the right if you turn left into the building,
Yep.
is open and broken.
Right. Okay.
Can I borrow your flashlight, boss?
Um,
I'm just gonna go get more wood.
I'm
just gonna look right outside and see.
I think
I have a flashlight too, actually.
we need at least 2 people to go out because no one should be going out alone. And
I'll go out with Sammy.
okay.
All right, great.
So we'll move the couch to unblock the door.
In the meantime, I'm gonna look over at Catherine. I'm gonna be like, do you mind moving the candles to all the candles being right in front of the windows?
Every window?
Every window except for the one by the door. Leave the one by the door at the door. The other 2 put in front of windows.
Okay.
And then I go outside with Sammy.
So you move the candles.
This is a bad idea.
One goes over towards the kitchen. You step into the light of the wood-burning stove, which is the largest source of light in this room. And you put one over by the kitchen on the counter, which is the only space you really could. Yeah, there's a window ledge. These are big based candles, right? You're holding like a thing. And you put that down over there. And as you turn around, you just see like basically the whole back of the room. You can see
super
that
dark.
candle, but it's just a wash of black. It's just a dark space. And you go over towards the dining room table and you grab you don't like step almost into the darkness. Like it almost kind of washes over you as you step. Literally, you know that the candle's right there. You grab the candle as you like pick it up. You kind of like look up and you literally cannot see beyond the candle. You can see your own finger, almost thumb area illuminated by the candle, and you move over towards the windowsill and you place this candle kind of over by the window. And as you see, you guys are going out the door, or you guys are going out the
the door.
The door.
All right, so they move the
the couch.
And they're moving the sofa over there, and you kind of like watch them as they're stepping out into the threshold, the flashlight in front of them, brightest thing in the space aside from the wood-burning stove. It illuminates that outside. You see like tall reeds. You see just barely the shimmer of the river as it kind of aims down as you step through. But Catherine, you're just watching, and as the door kind of naturally gives way to its gravity, you know, Schrodinger's cat. They're dead. They're alive. You don't know. And you move the candle over back towards the windowsill. Where are you?
I'm kind of just I'm checking out kind of the whole. Well, first I'm making my coffee because by now the coffee is ready to be made. hey, I like my coffee. Okay.
First, I gotta get.
Pulls
my
out his
head
hip
of Joe.
flask because this coffee needs a kick. No.
You take the you're over.
you are
so,
over,
so
yeah.
what you're telling me is you're in
the
the light by
kitchen.
the wood burning stone.
Yes.
Wonderful. So you are pulling this pot and this little mug that you found that you spit shine to be hopefully safe enough to drink out of.
It's the 20s. No
yeah.
one cared.
Oh yeah, and you pour your like hot water coffee mixture in there, and you know it's the source of comfort amidst this moment of tension as you hear no sound outside except for the ruffling steps of two potentially dead people.
Whoa. And I know that that's not natural for this type of environment.
Yeah, you're again your
Detector,
radar
yeah.
is just off the chain in terms of just density.
Right.
You're just like, this is wild. I mean, my modern colloquialisms are gonna slide in, but
Yeah.
nonetheless,
Yeah, I get what you're
it's a tense moment.
Yeah.
So, is there anything you two want to do inside before I switch over to the outside world?
So we're gonna let the wood burning stove die, right, Catherine? That's kind
We're
of
not
what
gonna let it die.
Oh, well,
They're getting wood.
The wood burning stove is effectively on for the rest of the night. It's just
Okay.
you can't keep it going and the fireplace going.
Right. Okay. Then I guess I will take some of the wood and kindling and stuff, and I'll go and try and start the fire in the.
No, we're trying to get wood.
I know. No.
Or
no,
the fireplace.
No.
Because
Just
if you take
just
it
get.
out of
He's
the-
wanting to get it started.
I don't think
Yeah.
don't think we can do half and half until we have wood in there. Is my anticipation.
Understanding.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay.
I'm gamifying it a little bit.
Okay. No. Okay. No. That's
Yeah,
that's
we
perfect.
get
enough.
wood in there first,
Okay.
so that
He's
we
just
don't-
trying to get it started, so that way when we bring
Yeah.
in wood, it can. Keep
I will
it
tell
going.
you, there is no light over there.
Okay.
It is a wall of darkness in that other end of the room.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
and-
you will have to move a candle, and you have no flashlight unless you do have a flashlight.
No.
I do.
We're.
You do?
Yeah.
So you could potentially shine the flashlight in that other end
Well,
of the
I'll
room.
have it like ready and like hit it because like.
Because I'll let you do
batteries,
that.
but-
It's just you're gonna enter the wash of darkness in the
Right.
other end of the room, and that's up to you.
I think I'm more concerned with the hole
Okay. So.
that's open.
Okay. So I guess I'll just keep an eye on the hole and just try and be looking out the windows, try and keep an eye on them, see what's happening to them. So that's
Alright,
what I will be
So
doing.
dusk has passed. We are now in nightfall. As you two hear the door close behind you,
So-
Catherine was moving the candle to the window.
My hope was to, and you might have a different idea,
Okay.
was to literally just look out, see if there's any wood right by the door, and then if there's not go any further.
I was thinking we would walk around. Like, is there
Like around the house.
like a little? I know there's probably like a little bit of a porch in the front. Just check the perimeter of the porch, because if there would be firewood, it'd be like right by the outside.
Yeah, there's
of
like
the
3 or
house.
4 steps that go down
Yeah.
and kind of a base square that would allow you to dust off your feet
Yeah.
away from the muddy floor.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Yeah. So I just want to check like right around the front of the
Your Tommy
cabin.
gun?
Not that one, just the small one.
And as we're doing that, I just kind of mumble, "This seems familiar."
So you're looking for what? Wood?
Firewood.
Yeah, like firewood that he probably would have had
Chopped firewood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
stacked
waiting.
outside.
Yeah.
All right. One of you help out. One of you act under pressure.
Hold on, wait. Before you do that, what's your cool, pal?
My cool is not very high.
My cool is.
They're both cool.
I have one.
I have a 1 as well.
I also am holding one. Holding a +1.
Okay, so that would be.
Yeah, so
it'd
you
be
could
better.
spend
You
that.
help me, I can
Yep.
spend that and roll, so we can get maybe even.
There you go.
Yep.
That's
Well, both
fine.
of them are roll plus cool, so I mean,
Well, the help out is less important in his eyes.
that's true. And Kapuya. That'd be a 6, so that's a fail.
You may mark experience. He is holding out the flashlight, a little bit shaky for some reason, it seems, the moment. He believes in it more than you do, so there's a little bit of a shake in his hands.
7 plus 1 is 8 plus 1 is 9.
All right. So you were acting under pressure. I give
Wait
you
a
a
minute,
worse
damn.
outcome, hard choice, or price to pay.
Oh dear.
Great.
All right. So
Oh boy. Thanks, Quentin. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
That's the worst. And you're like,
And the monster's
unsafe
right behind us.
tension.
there we go. All right. So he sweeps the flashlight, and you're looking for wood. Yeah, you find it. There it is, right next to the house, to the right. Right when he finishes his sweep. But he caught something else in the flashlight sweep that he didn't notice, and you totally saw. As it shined over it, you see what almost looked like a snake person.
Oh, God.
You saw this huge tentacle, long and slug-like from the bottom of a human-esque torso. Its head looking your way, but you only knew it looked your way. You didn't see any eyes or any nose or any mouth. You just knew it was looking your direction. But the rest is vague. And only in your memory do you picture this entity almost against the muddy ground. You see its tentacle pull, but he sweeps so fast that's
coming in our
all the
direction?
glance that you saw. But what's crazy is that you saw it almost like a silhouette.
Oh,
Because the light shined, but right when that's the only moment that you saw it. Otherwise, it was invisible. But as he turns to the right, yeah, there was absolutely wood right there to the right. But along the way, right out towards the docks, you caught.
how close
that.
was it?
I'm going to give you the worst outcome
Oh, no.
Oh.
Thanks.
is you can absolutely grab the wood that you now see illuminated in this flashlight and head back inside. Or you can warn Charlie.
I hate this game.
Choose
love it.
wisely.
God,
You cannot do both.
I know.
You can grab the wood and head inside,
We've got
or
two
you can warn
flashlights.
Charlie.
And we can lose the... I'm going to warn Charlie.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you say to Charlie?
Does he see the wood?
He's the flashlight is on the wood. That is you do not see the thing, you just see the wood.
I'm just going to be like, we need to get inside. Right now.
Did you see something?
Yep. We go right now.
Okay. Charlie.
Nope, go.
Charlie just backs up towards the house.
All right, so as you back
Flashlight
up towards
pointed
the
out.
house, you guys are both I'm going to tell you, you guys didn't even step off of this dock thing. This
Yeah.
porch. You literally just it's right there to the right of you, to the left of the door as you would head up. It would literally be just a pile of wood right there. And you know, you're not paying attention in the moment. You're like, where was the wood? So it's right there, it's literally. But like straight down the pathway towards the dock was where he saw this entity, this
Can
thing.
you...
So you literally just back up. You're up against the door already. You can just go inside.
Can you swing your flashlight one more time?
I do a slower sweep this time.
All right. You slowly
This is
sweep,
a bad idea.
and you see nothing.
Okay, great. Go inside.
All right. You are both about to head inside. Which one of you goes in first?
I would.
The one without the flashlight.
Yes.
So Sammy.
Yes. Yeah.
So it sounds like Sammy's a little bit freaked out. He's
I was
anxious to
gonna
get
say,
inside.
I have a feeling that Sammy would probably push Charlie out of the way and back in first.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely get the vibe, though, that I saw something.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So you go inside. The second person who's about to enter act under pressure.
That'd be me. Yeah.
Can I help out at all?
No, you are opening the door, doing enough already.
Oh,
That is a 7.
You didn't fail.
It's not a fail.
Oh, we'll see what it is.
no. Not good either.
All right. You can avoid what's coming your way, but not get the door, but not go through the threshold and let the door close in front of you. It'll allow you to step to the side as you feel something about to reach out towards you. You can step to the side, the door will close,
Yeah.
and you will be outside.
Yep.
Or you can take the harm and go inside.
Since I'm not aware of where the presence is, Charlie would probably be like, it's better to try and get somewhere fortified
Yeah.
than be somewhere by myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially when my kit is inside.
Yeah.
So he's gonna go inside.
Okay.
All right, so in that moment, you almost feel, you're familiar with like a water park water vapor machine, right?
Yep.
Where you see like the
Yep.
kind of like
Mist.
sprays
Yeah,
out.
mist.
You feel what feels like an abundance of mist against your bottom left leg. It's not the type of feeling where like, you're wearing pants. So if it was really water, it would have like soaked your pants. If it would have like made your whole pant leg
Yep.
wet. But it doesn't. You just feel what feels like mist
Yeah.
against your skin.
No.
Yep.
And as you feel that, you feel as you step through the doorway, that's when the pain happens.
Uh-huh.
You feel almost a suction against you. This like series of the
Serrated,
cups
yeah.
almost that are up against your leg, this
gotta-
tendril that had grabbed you, and then you just step into the threshold, and then it's instantly cold.
Yep.
Take 3 harm.
3?
Holy shit.
And you look down at your leg that is now soaking your pant
Yep.
with red.
Does that mean
Yep.
he's unstable?
No.
No.
Once he
Oh,
crosses
no,
that, you're
that's-
bleeding
Yeah.
hard.
That's
Yep.
okay. Oh dear.
Comes in.
And you guys look down. Flashlight
Yeah.
shines your way. 2 flashlights converge, and I'm assuming you guys go towards the light in the kitchen space.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, continue.
There's
What the
definitely something out there.
what the heck happened?
We need to move the light to the fireplace.
Now?
I don't know.
No, hey, Catherine, get Charlie. Sammy, help me move the couch. Help me move the couch now.
You draw your gun.
Yeah.
What is the gun again?
So I have a.
He just
44
said.
Magnum,
Revolver.
the most powerful gun
What is
in
it?
the world.
38 revolver.
All right, so he pulls out a revolver. I'm assuming there's a spin.
Yeah. Of course there is. What are you talking about? It like
Is this
spins 3
Western or
times.
20s?
Yeah.
Sammy's got dreams. Okay?
Okay.
All right, couch now, Sammy.
I
Let's
just
go.
kick it. Am I strong enough to do that? Just move the couch with a kick. I just think it's cool.
Yeah.
You can. Let me see.
I feel like Sammy's strong enough he could do it with one hand while still
I
holding.
definitely-
Why don't you, if you want to
Or,
see
like,
if you can
just-
do that, just go ahead and roll to protect someone.
Great. For sure.
So roll to protect someone to kick the couch into place. What are you guys doing?
Well,
Uh,
Uh,
I'm
Can
grabbing
I-
Charlie. I'm taking him
Simon.
over to the kitchen table, putting him on there, and I'm going to start assessing his wound.
Do I take harm? Wait.
yeah,
do
can
I really
I
take harm?
like
if I
look
kick him in the
around
back?
for like a first aid kit or any type of like bandages or
So
something like that?
you can. So you can give someone first aid, which would heal him 1 harm, and then that is the most first aid you can do to him.
Okay, I'll
so
do
you,
that.
So Catherine walks up. She grabs some of your. Oh, that was taken from a mummy. Okay, it's fine. Let it go. And then she begins to wrap you
wrap it.
slightly with some of your gear, and you receive 1 heal.
Okay.
So you are no longer closer. You're not super close to that unstable.
Uh-huh.
I
box.
rolled a 7 to move the couch.
For protect someone.
So 7 to protect someone.
But it implies that I'm protecting someone and they would cause harm. They would get harmed if I didn't do this. Am I going to take harm just from moving the couch?
The couch grows teeth.
I'm just telling you what's going to happen. I wanted you to roll it to see what was going to happen here. So you kick the couch, and you push open the doorway, and I will tell you that. Here we go. You kick the door. The couch over towards the door. It slides. It kind of like almost falls over as it goes nearly forward, capsizing. But it boom hits the ground, and then you see like kind of this like the door like kind of slam up against this couch barely. And you've stopped it for a second, but as you catch a glimpse, this is now the second time that you will have seen this entity. I need you to take 1 harm just for seeing it again.
Psychological harm.
And you do not.
Emotional
You're almost
damage.
beginning to form. You're almost beginning to form a face on this creature. For now, the second time you've seen it, you almost catch a glimpse at your own eyes.
Do I see it?
You see its face kind of snap its head as it looks into the room, and you've barely closed the front door. You see it has a physical form as it's not able to like apparate like mist. It was just the tentacles feeling the shadow against his leg that caused that kind of strange sensation. But anyway, it has a physical form and it's up against the wall, but of course the candle illuminates the face and you see kind of its like soft gray blue skin sort of only in the light, but otherwise its dark crevices on its face recess into almost pitch blackness.
Is it bothered by the light?
Are you going to look over there?
Sure.
Okay, so you look over there and you see, no, you're good. You look
Okay.
over there and you see, this is the first time you're seeing this creature, so you do not see a face. You just see this, almost this arm trying to push open the doorway. It is going to do that. But is it bothered by the light? No, but it is certainly visible in the light.
I think
Okay.
we should run to the place where there's light.
I don't
Right.
know.
Yeah.
My issue with that though is that we're all gonna gather near the hole, and if it's not bothered by the light,
Well, the thing is, like, we have to be able to see it. And so do we move the light from the fireplace to here to light the largest portion of the
I don't
room?
think
I don't.
have time.
Yeah, we don't have time.
It's going
I
to get
shoot
in
it,
the
yeah.
next couple seconds.
I shoot it.
Yeah.
You shoot?
With my
you should.
All right, go ahead and roll to kick some ass. Which isn't a fun thing to say.
I shoot it
and
with my gun. 6.
And it's once I hear that, once I hear him shoot. So before
Wait,
he actually
okay.
does anything, I'm also gonna pull out mine and look to see where he's shooting.
A more sophisticated handgun you wield on your side. You pull it out.
I have a 45 ACP.
Yeah. And you hold it out, and you're attempting to do what?
I'm just looking to see where he's shooting.
Yes,
So
you do
I'm
see.
not. I'm not. I haven't seen the creature. I'm not shooting.
You will
yet.
now see the creature as you look up and you see its face looking back at
Yeah.
you. Its long, skinny arms, almost squid-like, bending in unnatural ways. It pulls its arm around the door and seemingly tries to grab the doorknob, but then notices the couch and is going back after.
I just rolled a 6.
So you
You
failed.
Yep.
Take an experience.
I do have.
Okay.
Ching! It bounces off kind of the
That
back
makes
space and it misses in almost entirely. And you just see him like, whoa, I just saw this thing. And then you
Yeah.
kind of catch a glimpse of it and it's going and it disappears as it pulls back.
Okay.
And you know it's about to make a running charge at the door.
Okay.
The size of this creature is difficult to comprehend. It is about 9 feet tall.
Okay.
Charlie's on the
It's
on the
fine.
table, and he's like, "Did you see it?
It's
Did
like,
you see it?
What the hell was
Yeah.
that?
I saw it.
And I'm gonna.
Where?
Charlie, if I shoot it, will it do anything?
So I don't know.
I don't.
Oh, you didn't have to
I'm
pick
not sure, but
I
I
said
can-
Charlie, not Sam.
I'm not sure, but Catherine, on my grab one of my mirrors and like, where's it going? Where's it going at?
It looks like it's gonna be charging the door. Should I shoot it?
10, 9.
Catherine, grab one of my
8.
mirrors and angle it towards the door and me.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll grab it quickly.
I'm gonna
And-
grab
I'm gonna keep
one of those
looking at the
obsidian
door.
discs
Yep.
and attach it to the front of my flashlight, and I hold it. I'm like, shoot at it. If this doesn't work, just keep shooting at it once it comes in.
Use magic, help out, kick some ass.
Whoa. Oh, this is so bad. Oh dear.
9.
A 4.
Okay, mark experience.
Yeah.
9. Kick-
Oh no, I failed again. 6.
So he holds up the obsidian. He doesn't quite get the angle right, and he completely blocks his flashlight.
I'm just gonna start.
So what was it? What was the roll?
I had rolled a 9.
Okay, so
Okay.
you rolled a 9. So you and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other. The amount of harm is based on the established dangers. That usually means you inflict the harm rating of your weapon, and the enemy inflicts their attack's harm rating on you. So you see as it kind of smashes into the room, pushing the couch kind of like rotates full twice. Like it just slams against the back wall, over the seat, slamming against the wall. The cabin holding tight and steady, but you almost see some chipping as it just slams at the force of a car into this far situation. It bounces in. It begins to slither its way. You block the flashlight, but your flashlight's still on. You're trying to do something to help, possibly, but your flashlight kind of flickers, and as it enters kind of this half of the room, you shoot, and you see its face, and you see almost its own eyes are your eyes, and you
Oh,
see and you
shit.
catch a glimpse of you. You take 1 harm. What was the damage you're going to inflict to this creature?
It says 2 harm, close loud.
Yeah. So as it gets close enough, it goes off, and then you see this entity almost like dissipate for a second, and then it kind of recedes back into the shadows and disappears for a second. A moment of clarity. What do you do?
Sorry, you said I took 1 harm?
You took 1 harm from
Okay.
looking at the creature, and then it
Another
also
harm.
takes 2 harm from you. It's,
Oh, so it takes 2. Okay. I have the street tough thing, so if it's just 1 harm, I shake it off and I don't take any harm.
yeah. So
Yeah,
your
yeah,
steel, you're
yeah.
good. Your steel mind, as you look back at your own face, you don't even believe in this creature.
I
and
fought
it's
in
not-
World War One. This is
It's not enough.
World War.
It's not enough of a fright to cause you to even stumble. So you just like blink, and it's back to its original form, which is this tentacled, one single tentacle on extending out the torso, and these strange hands that almost seem to have endless fingers. And it's a faceless creature that like dissipates and then goes back and recedes into the shadows. It has taken some damage. That is effectively
Does
known.
it come back out at all, or is it? Are we,
Well,
it's just
It's just
in the
it's
shadows
just-
right
I
now.
mean, this
It's
is
in-
moment by moment.
Yeah.
I'm running to the light.
You're going. To
You're in the light, so we're all on the kitchen
We're
side of the
all-
space.
Oh, great.
And this creature is on the dark wall, the dark space on the other end of the room.
What about brass knuckles?
I-
So wait, so this is the door.
Yeah.
This is the kitchen.
No,
Nope.
this is a good
Oh, this is-
That's the stove.
That's
okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. Just
Yeah, you guys are
double
all on the kitchen side of the room.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now, I guess I'm gonna kind of like graze back and forth between the door and then like the hole.
Can I also try first aid?
On
I don't know if we have
Who?
time for first aid.
I'm just gonna-
Wait, first aid on you or on Charlie? Okay.
I think he can only receive one instance
Great.
of first aid
Sounds
per
good.
wound.
Yeah.
I'm
And-
going to adjust the obsidian glass again, try and get it right, and I'm just gonna pull a pocket.
Oh wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3 harm wounds improve when you receive first aid, and later when you rest. Heal 1 when you do. Heal 1 when you do rest. What is it? 1, 2, 3.
Listeners, we're still learning this.
No,
thing,
no,
so
this
we're
is
all
great.
good.
I'm just trying to make sure.
They improve when you heal 1 when you use.
First aid, or is it like when you?
Oh, no, it sounds like heal 1 when you rest. Oh, it looks like they improve.
Or see, this is why I'm like, this is helpful though because it might help you. How to use harm minions? I don't want harm. I want healing.
It says recovery.
I'm
Yeah, I know.
basically ready. As soon as I see it, I'm just gonna punch it in the face.
Yeah, my gun is still trained on where it disappeared into
My
the
too.
shadows, but I'm eyeing kind of the whole dark area in that
So if I
area
hit,
just to
my
make.
fist does more damage than my gun.
Yeah, that's
You-
very true.
You
So no,
meathead.
it is. Let me just double check. Healing, page 123. This is great. I'm loving this. People should try new games.
Yeah.
Healing, 0 harm wounds go away right away after you get it. Moderate wounds, 1 to 3 harm will improve when your hunter has a chance to rest or get some first aid treatment. This reduces an injury by 1 harm. So first aid only heals 1.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you will heal 3. So your wound will go away after a night's rest.
Yeah.
But right now, you just get 1 back.
Uh-huh.
Great. Now we know.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
What counts as treatment, but usually hunter's healing move, time in an infirmary, visit to a doctor, magic spell. Cool. So, yeah. So it's going to emerge from the shadow again, but at what point, at what angle, we don't know.
Right.
So what are you trying to do here?
So I'm just keeping an eye
How
on
many
everything.
flashlights do we have over there?
We
Yeah, I
have
1
2.
And he has 1.
And his is the one that has the obsidian.
Glass on it. Yeah.
Glass on
I'm
it.
currently like trying to get it lined up so that way the light will actually pass through it properly.
Great.
So
Just waiting.
All right. So what do you want to do? You're trying to still use magic.
Yes.
Okay. So roll to use magic. You're gonna kick butt.
Yeah. I mean, assuming something's about to
All
happen.
right, kick some ass.
You need different.
Kick
dice.
some ass.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Catherine?
I don't know. Can I help out?
You're gonna level
Can I
up.
help
Yeah.
out with?
Ooh, wait,
Charlie's
don't
use
mark it
magic?
yet. Don't
Yeah.
mark it
Sure.
yet. Let's see if she helps out.
So
Oh, okay.
yeah. That's true.
Mine's a 6, by the way.
Mine's a 7.
So you're helping
You
out.
succeed.
Yeah.
You're helping out. You help grant them the +1 to your roll, but you also expose yourself to trouble or danger. You see that Catherine is. She sees Charlie trying to fiddle with this thing, and she realizes that it's probably because it's backwards. This obsidian kind of disc has a kind of a fold that would allow the light to pass, but Charlie has it on backwards in the midst of the darkness, in the midst of the tension and the pain. He's unable to notice this. So Catherine comes around in front of his flashlight, and she kind of blocks the light that's coming away, leaving her back exposed, but she flips away the thing. You do get your magic off. What was the magic?
Trap a specific person, minion, or monster.
Okay, so you're attempting to freeze it with this obsidian glass disc. However, Catherine is in the way. Catherine, you feel against your back almost a smack of what feels like a whip, but also a slimy tentacle and also a wall of mist. And at the same time that happens, you experience 3 harm as it smashes against your back. However, the magic does go off and freezes the creature almost in the purple-hued light. It like freezes in that moment, and you see what looks like a mouth emerging from this thing's face, but the mouth is the whole face, and you see an endless swirl of teeth that goes almost to infinity. It like when you look in a mirror and it goes so green that you can't even see it. Imagine that, but shadow and eternal of turtle death. So anyway, it
That's not nightmare
it
fuel.
lunges at your face, and you see as it kind of does that, the movement that was coming your way is what smacks against Catherine and causes this pain. But anyway, it's coming towards your face. What's your what's your kick some butt?
7.
7?
Also, you also had me roll to kick.
Yes, what is that?
13.
Okay.
Also, real quick,
I rolled double 6s,
Oh,
and I have a +1.
because my magic was just a 7, it has a flaw to it.
Okay, it does have a flaw. The flaw is that this is the only time it's going to work. It seems to shake, kind of moving past your light, but in this moment you do get this frozen effect on this creature, allowing them both a +1. So what was your roll?
8.
8. Okay.
So I had the 13, and that gives all hunters who are involved in the fight a +1 also. So
Nice.
is that a +1 on top?
No,
of the
I
one
was
you
just
already
gonna
gave me?
I was just gonna give the +1 to this particular instance to kick some butt.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah.
So, hold on. I rolled
So-
a 5 plus my 2 is 7 plus 1 from him plus 1 from him.
Yeah.
So 9.
9. Well, so yours was awesome.
Yeah.
You get, I'm assuming, some awesome effect.
You completely hold the advantage. All hunters involved in the fight
You
get
chose that.
+1.
Great.
Yes.
So you fire right at this thing in
It
the
gets
mouth.
+1 forward. Can I not use it this attack?
No, that's ongoing.
Okay.
This is forward. Ongoing is you get to keep it, which is something that we've done already now, and this is a forward, meaning in this moment.
Oh, great.
So you're going to use it. What is the roll?
I rolled 9.
So this is 9, meaning
I do 2 harm to it, but I take
yes, you take 1 harm as it begins to, the mouth kind of freaks you out to the point where your own psyche can't even comprehend the endless infinity of this mouth. And you take 1 harm as you look at this thing. However, you do get off your attack.
Actually,
You're not going to give him a right hook in this moment of frozen.
I think I totally am,
You're gonna right hook him out of the light.
but I think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna use a luck point
Whoa!
Oh,
buddy.
oh.
and just roll a 12.
Okay. So what's the enhanced effect?
I'm gonna do double the normal harm, so I'm gonna do 4.
4. So you literally just you see this thing, you don't take any harm, and you just punch this thing, and it kind of like spins, breaking its frozenness, and so that would be how many damages is it taking? It's taking 1.
It's taken 2 from me.
Yep, 2 from you,
And
and
I
then
just did 4.
4, and it's dealt damage to you.
Still damage to those 2.
It's
1 psychological damage.
Yep.
0.
It
psychological.
spins around kind of as it begins to take 1 more lunge, and it's going to do 1 more situation. So what do you guys do in this last moment?
From the 12 plus 1 that I rolled, I haven't done anything yet.
Okay, so what do you
So
doing?
after Sammy punches it and it's recovering, it's coming back, I'm gonna shoot it.
I'm gonna protect. Okay.
Okay, yeah, shoot.
Yeah.
So
Shoot, bang.
what is the damage you deal?
2.
2, so that would put it from...
So
No.
4, 2. So it is now at 8 damage.
It is now at 8 damage.
Is that now at 8?
As he's shooting it, Charlie's just going to start chanting something and try and banish I have an ability to banish a spirit or curse from a person, object, or place it in habit. So I'm going to try and banish it from here.
Okay, so does anybody else want to do anything while he does that? You get one
I'm
last chance. This is
protecting.
you just did your thing.
Yeah, I did my
protecting.
thing. So okay.
You're protecting Catherine. Okay, so roll to protect someone.
I don't know. I mean,
14.
14 on your use magic.
Whew.
can I?
When
no.
it counts.
You're just gonna stand there?
You want to help me?
I'm gonna be like, help you, help me.
Yeah. Just like,
No, you're protecting someone. You can roll to help out.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Is
Yeah.
If you can
Help
help
me,
me out, then we're both great.
Okay.
All right,
help you.
and
You
then
don't have to,
and then
but-
last but not least,
Great
Harry, are
movie.
you doing anything?
I'm keeping my gun trained on it, waiting for an opportunity to shoot again.
All right, so
Okay.
then kick some ass. All right, let's resolve all of these rolls here.
Did you roll 2 6s again?
I did.
Oh my god.
Charlie,
At least somebody's doing well.
you go to dispel this creature first. That's the first thing that happens. So
Yeah.
go ahead and tell me, what did you roll? You said?
14.
He
Wow.
legitimately did.
They both did.
That's insane.
So,
For some fun flavor, can the entity disappears when
well,
when
I
he
get
shoots
to
it?
offer you an added benefit. So you gain, like, I get you the added benefit.
Yeah.
What is the effect you're choosing to do? Dispel, banish, or spirit, or curse from the person, object, or place it inhabits.
I am banishing this thing from this place.
Yeah.
I will tell you, how are you doing that? I'm just curious.
He did say he was chanting.
Yeah, I was going
Yeah.
to I'm chanting and I'm just
You're calling forth using a series of strange words
Yep.
in a strange language, almost in tongues, almost Latin, just a blend of this strange amalgamation. Now, I will tell you, this is not a spirit or a curse.
Okay.
Thank God for your
14.
14.
Yeah.
The added benefit is that
It
you are
actually
able
works.
to, do that to this creature. So you see this creature, and as it looks your way, it almost hears. I don't know. Have you ever like yelled and been like, you see somebody hear their own name, their ears perk up, their eyes
Yeah.
kind of look up. Somewhere along the lines of you chanting, you may have accidentally said this creature's name.
Wow.
You're not sure exactly what it was, truly,
Okay.
because you just were uttering jargon that was in the back of your mind. But as you say this
Yeah.
creature's name, it begins to perk up and look strangely, and that is enough to scare this creature. It is going to flee. However, what happens? Let's resolve you. You helped her.
What did you help me? What did you
I
do
did not.
So did you mark experience?
Oh, no.
All right. So then,
So then I succeeded. I got a 7, but I would take harm should she. I take
Get hurt.
harm. Yeah. I suffer some or all of the harm that they were going to get. So if she
Alright.
wasn't going to take any, I don't take.
no, nobody was going to take any harm. This creature was going to attack. Well, actually, you just hit it really hard. So you're going to take one. No, you're going to take 3 harm right now. As the creature turns your way and just whacks you with its tentacle, this almost octopus-esque shadow smashes into your back as you grab Catherine. It would make Lilith jealous as you hold her tightly amidst this smack, and you
Ew,
take the
we're
damage.
Cousins.
Right, I'm unstable.
I know, it's hilarious.
I'm unstable.
You're unstable.
You don't know
I
that,
think
though,
I
yet.
am too.
Yeah, well, you know, he's taking one
You
psych.
take no.
he's
You're
taking
3 harm. Once you hit 4 harm, you're unstable.
Oh,
So
I keep
he's
forgetting.
taken 1 psych, and now he just took 3.
So he gets smacked in the
Gotcha.
back,
So
and,
he's now
and
at 4.
you like feel his weight protect you, and then you feel his weight
Weight drop.
against you,
Yeah.
and you just help him fall. What did you roll?
I rolled
14.
no 13.
Oh,
Okay, so you are going to
Other way.
shoot this
Literally
creature.
two
So
s-
as it kind of
yeah.
freezes in this moment, as it looks over towards Charlie, hearing what seems to be its own name.
I'm gonna do double harm, and I'm going to aim specifically for its head.
Okay.
Is its mouth still open? Is it still like the endless amount of teeth into infinity, like as you were describing?
So you're choosing to inflict the double normal harm, which means you are going to take 1 harm.
Okay.
So you take 1 harm, but then you don't take 1 harm.
Right.
As you look, you're just so strong against this creature, its mind unable to penetrate you. But as you shoot it, we're going to pick up there next week. Thank you. Well, I guess 2 weeks, but we'll see you then. Hopefully we remember what's going on, and hopefully you do too. So thank you. Thank you for watching Whispers of Old Harbor, and roll to 1. Bye.